All right, what's up, guys? Today's Monday, January 27th, and today we're giving out some NBA free picks. Just to recap yesterday, we got killed on the conference championship games. I thought Commanders were going to play much better than they did. If they didn't turn the ball over 3 times and then have a turnover on downs, which all led to 28 points, we would have been fine. That just proves, experience with the Eagles beat us out, and just stronger play, better play. It was tough. Again, you can't turn the ball over 3 times and then have a turnover on downs and expect to be one of the best teams in the league. And that crushed us. And then on the other side, once the game started with the Chiefs Bills, I was like, okay, this was just the wrong pick. Bills kept coming back, back and forth game, back and forth game. And I know, refs, whatever. But honestly, I thought the refs were fine. They should have at least, measured the ball on that fourth down. However, the Bills didn't run the ball with James Cook at the end of the game when they should have, when they were killing them. Some incomplete errors. Overall, the Chiefs ended up winning. And, early look ahead lines, it looks like it's Chiefs -1.5 against the Eagles. We'll see how that line moves. I actually think the line will move closer towards the Eagles. I think it could go closer to a pick 'em, especially because of how they beat them, or the Eagles beat the Commanders very strongly. And a lot of people want to bet against the Chiefs. So we'll see we'll monitor the line movement on that. But, I'll be giving out Super Bowl pick. Again, we go up and down, but we come out on top because we bet, we put money on all the games and we're able to hit, we hit like a 60% rate throughout this NFL regular season. I think we're about 500 right now in the postseason, something around there. But as always, I'll mostly give a total and a spread for the NFL. Also, throughout, once they start getting more into prop picks, I really like the NFL prop picks. I'll probably give some videos also too on kind of explaining how some of them work. Like one of my favorite picks is an octopus, which I don't think many people know what an octopus is in the NFL. If you do, let me know in the comments. It's one of my favorite bets. It hit last year. The odds for it are usually extremely high, and it's an interesting play. It's a really fun play, not only to root for, but when it hits, it's awesome. So that'll be something I'll get into. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I really want to grow this channel. Now that NFL season pretty much wanting to close, there's only one game left. I'll be doing a lot more NBA and college basketball. College basketball is one of my favorite sports to cover because we got March Madness, you got all the different blue bloods, and then especially too with the transfer portal, a lot of these underdog teams play extremely well. There's a lot more parity in college basketball over the past 5 or so years, so I really enjoy it. So yeah, I'll be following a lot more basketball. I'll be doing hockey as well because I'm a big hockey fan. And then always we have in the future, I'll be covering all the majors for golf. So anything major in sports, I cover. I monitor everything. I've been in this industry 10 plus years. I've put money on every kind of game that you could think of. This is what I love. So again, comment, or like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I really want to grow this channel. Send it to your friends. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know in the comments as always if you're tailing, fading, what picks you like, what you don't like, what you want me to cover. Because again, this stuff's for you guys. I love making the content, but anything you guys specifically want to see, I'll cover anything because I love all aspects of sports. I think I'm also going to get into kind of like sports betting 101, kind of how different things work. Because as more people come into it, it's a lot more common. It used to be kind of taboo when I first started. Over 10 plus years ago, it was more taboo than it was now. Now it's it's talked about on ESPN, Fox Sports during the games. Announcers are talking about it, how different lines move, why lines move. I can also talk into the strategy of how Vegas actually creates lines because they're a lot differently. They're set up a lot more differently than people think. It doesn't actually have to do with who they think is the better team. It's also a lot of it actually really psychology and statistics, and that's what I studied. I have a master's in data science for a reason. Math is what I'm very good at, and sports betting. So again, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And also two main partnerships talking about today is Wana and Vivid. I just signed a new deal with Wana. I'm super happy to be with them. They're offering both of them are offering double deposits up to $250. They're slightly different apps, so definitely get on both. Vivid Picks is your typical daily fantasy app. They have all the games, pick whatever you want. Great user interface. I really like using it. I use it pretty much daily. And then Wana, on the other hand, is more pool play. So it's similar to how DraftKings was when they first came out, where you're not really playing against the house, you're playing against other people in a pool system. But what's different about them is you can also add in totals and spreads. So, for example, a lot of these pools, you're doing, your daily fantasy rosters. Again, that's what DraftKings was brought up on, was those fantasy rosters that I would used to create. But Wana allows you to have the flexibility of adding totals, adding spreads, adding money lines. So there's a lot more versatility in it than a traditional pool play app, which I really like. And again, they're great over there, and it helps me out a ton. So because of that, if you guys download their apps, sign up using my code Bonfire, and just deposit at least $10, I get a referral bonus for you guys doing that. Depositing $10 and then placing a bet, I get a referral bonus. So because of that, I will be giving you guys a free month of VIP. So you get a free month, and if you're able to do that now, you will then get my Super Bowl pick for free. You'll get both the total and the side that I like. You get that for free. So make sure you go over. Again, it helps me out a ton. You guys get the double deposit up to $250. If you do both apps, you get $500 free. So it's a ton of money to be using on NFL, college basketball, all the different things. So, all right, that was long-winded, but let's get into the picks. So I put these info over here. So first one, we have LaMelo less than 28 points. This is actually a good point of what I talked about, or talked about in a lot of the previous videos. If you see those, make sure you're using different fantasy apps, because different ones will have different lines, especially different sports books. They shop lines a ton. Get the best line you can get. When I was looking this morning, and it also too, when I say shop lines, you might want the under on something, the less, or you might want the more or the over. But shop the lines and see which app has the right line for you. For example, this morning I was on Dabble, and LaMelo's line was 27. I wanted under on his. So for me, it made more sense to find an app that had it at 27.5, because then 27 is a win. Now again, it might not seem like a lot, just a half point, but that half point ends up being a ton, whether it's a push, it's a win, it's a loss. So make sure you do that. Again, we also have partnerships on Betr and Dabble as well. All those links are in the description below, so check those out as well. So LaMelo hasn't hit this in 4 straight games. The number is still high. I don't really know why. I think it could be because the Lakers are on the road to the East Coast, and that's most likely why they think he'll clear this. But he hasn't come close to this in 4 straight games. I don't see him doing it today. So go less than the 28. I mean, you could still have a great game, put up 25 points, and we hit this. Next, we got Josh Green, more than 7 points. He's gone over this total 4 out of his last 5, and that includes 3 straight games. So he's been playing well. I really like to find value in these lesser players with smaller lines. A lot of times, odds makers won't look as closely at them because they're like, hey, let's just put a projection out there. We need something to have for the game, whereas they more so monitor the lines that will have high money volume on them, because those need to be more accurate and have money on both sides of the ball for them to profit well. That's how we sometimes can find value, is finding the less on a top player, or finding value in a not as a mo or a household name. Next up, we're going Desmond Bain, more than 28 PRA. He's cleared this in 5 straight games, and he's actually been averaging 35 points, rebounds, and assists during the stretch, which is honestly an insane amount. Averaging 5 straight. Again, they usually try to inflate. Sometimes, like the lines are sometimes inflated a point or two higher for the over because more people like taking the more or the over. So I'm actually shocked at why this line is so low. When he's averaging 35 PRA in the last 5. So I don't know. Lock this in ASAP. This line could move higher as more people see it. You guys, again, if you have notifications on, you're seeing this as soon as it comes out, probably before 10 a.m. So lock that in. And so on the other side, or staying on the same side of the ball, we have Jaren Jackson more than 20 points. This is again same thing. I talked about earlier how I wanted like a smaller line I wanted a higher line for LaMelo because I wanted to take the less on his points. Jaren is actually the opposite. I wanted the lower line because I wanted to take the more on his points. And on Dabble, they had it at 21. Here, on Vivid, they had it over at only 20. So we're getting, again, a half point where it might not sound like a lot, but getting that winning and losing sometimes in basketball, especially, is like a point or two. Halves, you still clears out the bet, the multiplier lowers, still can hit, but making sure you get the best value for what you want is huge. So make sure you're using several apps. Again, all the links for them are in the description below. Make sure you check those out. So Jaren is cleared 20 points in 4 straight. Again, NBA, we're going off stats. That's how these guys work. We use, different models, but a lot of it is just pure stats. It's a numbers game. It's how these guys operate. 20 points, he has hit 21 points. He's cleared that in 4 straight. I feel very confident in this pick. And lastly, Donovan Mitchell, more than 26 points. He's hit 30 plus in 4 out of his last 5 games. So make sure you lock this in. Again, these are today's free picks. LaMelo Ball, less than 28 points. Josh Green, more than 7 points. Desmond Bane, more than 28 PRA. Jaren Jackson Sr., more than 20 points. And then Donovan Mitchell, more than 26. Lock this in on Wana Parlay and Vivid Picks. They're both offering double deposits up to $250. It's over $500. All those links are in the description below. Again, I'll also give you guys a free month of VIP for helping me out because they give me the referral bonus for sending you guys over there. So just DM me on Instagram, Bonfire Locks, and hook that in. Again, I'll be posting. I haven't done a ton of NBA VIP picks just because we've been focused on the NFL so strongly, but now as my focus shifts to the NBA, I'll be offering some VIP NBA picks. So make sure you go over to Bonfire Locks. We're offering, I'll give you 50% off on we're doing like a flash sale, 50% off any package you want. So if you want to get the whole year that has NFL, hockey, golf, 50% off for a limited time. It's only less than $1,000 now. But if you just want, if you want to test out the picks, just get the free month. All you have to do is download one of these apps. You're going to be betting anyways. Download one of these apps. If you already have Wana, do Vivid. If you already have Vivid, do Wana. And I'll give you guys the free month just because you used my code. You got me the referral bonus. But make sure when you send me the Instagram DM, it shows me the deposit and you signing up with my code. If it doesn't, I can't give you the free month because I can't see it. So make sure you shoot that over. Again, we'll also be talking a lot. We're doing pools and Bettor Bonfire. It's a free sports betting community. So again, if you don't want to pay for anything, completely get it. Go over to Bettor Bonfire. There's free picks. People are talking daily. It's a great sports betting community. We set it up because we're sports bettors. We love talking different games, getting different value. There's people talking soccer, all these different things. So get in there. That link's in the description below. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And let me know in the comments if you're tailing, fading, if you're going to lock in 2, 3 of these. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you.